Hey, Mission family. My name is Pastor Josh. This is my wife, Stephanie, and we're so honored to be a part of what Pastor Chris has just laid out for all of us, to be a part of the process to go and to plant another Mission Chattanooga church in another area of our city. I can tell you that we've been discerning the process of becoming church planters for a while, and we moved here in 2019 from Atlanta because we deeply felt God calling us to Greater Chattanooga to be a part of the work that He was putting on our hearts to do. We joined the Mission Chattanooga in 2019. We've been staff members and pastors, some of your pastors here, for the last 5 years. And I can tell you, over those last 5 years, we've been so deeply moved by this church, its expression, the way that it embodies worship and mission in our community. We've been so deeply moved and really formed by our vision to belong, grow, serve, and now to go. And we feel really called to that going process, to go into another part of the city and to participate in the work that we've done here somewhere else, and to believe and to know that God will do in another part of the city all of the wonderful and beautiful things that He's done here downtown at the Mission Chattanooga. So we would just ask you to consider doing two things. This is a Mission Chattanooga plant. We're all in on this, and so we just want to invite all of you to consider two things.
We would love your prayers. No matter what part you may have in this process, we ask for you to pray. We know that this is God's church. And we ask you to pray that the hand of God will be over every step of this process. We ask that you pray for our marriage. We ask that you pray for our children, Miles and Georgia. And we ask that you pray for every person that may be a part of this team. We know that the Spirit is working in each of their lives. And we pray for them that will be a part of this plant as well.
Yeah. And the second way that you can get involved, obviously, we would cover all of your prayers, but the second way that you can get involved, especially if you live north of the river, we're really we're planting this church to really be a part of the communities north of the river. So if you are north of the river, we would just invite you to discern if God is calling you to be a participant in building a new church. Listen, we know biblically and historically, a church plant is what not only God has called us to, but it is the way that God radically redeems the lost and brings revival to the overall church. And so if God is calling you and pulling your heart towards being a participant in a new church plant, I would love to sit down and talk with you over coffee or lunch or breakfast or even dinner. We would love to make space to help discern that process. And I'll tell you, we are very open-handed because we know it's God's church. We know the Spirit already has in mind who's going to go with us, as well as the people who are going to be impacted by this church. So I would just ask, along with prayer, if you will discern if God's calling you to be hands and feet and participants to help build this new church on the north side of the city. We're so grateful to be a part of the Mission Chattanooga. We're so blessed by this community, and we love each and every one of you so much and are so grateful to be a part of the vision to go into another section of our city and to continue being the Mission Chattanooga in another place. So God bless all of you, and thank you so much for your prayers and the process of discerning alongside of us. God bless you.